All right, y'all, we are back with another video. And before we start, please put prayers for Donald Trump in the comment section. We must protect President Trump at all times. And to bring me to this video right here, salute to the Officer Tatum. I'm glad he did this right here. He got the video called Every Kamala Harris Lie Debunked from the ABC News Debate, because obviously those bogus ABC moderators did not fact check Kamala Harris not one time. I think they tried to fact check Donald Trump like 5 times, and they was wrong every single time. And now we got video proof of every single lie Kamala Harris told. Because a lot of people said, yeah, she did good. Yeah, she did good. But the problem is, don't y'all remember when she first came up into the stage? She said, Donald Trump is finna tell a lie all night. And then turn around, she the one who told a lie all night. Now, I understand a lot of people said that Donald Trump fell in the trap because she went to talking about his crowd sizes, and they knew that he was gonna have a comeback for that. So they pretty much saying that everything that she did, she baited him to try to keep him from talking about her record. And she did that. She kept talking about stuff like I said, his record size. They brung up J6, just brung up a whole bunch of nothing. It just don't make any sense at all. I still thought Donald Trump did good. I still thought Donald Trump won that debate because this woman didn't answer no questions. They didn't give her no pushbacks or anything. No follow-ups, nothing. Now, I want to get to this clip right here that Megyn Kelly. Now, before we get to the longer video of all her lies being debunked, I want to show y'all this clip of Megyn Kelly. She was saying that she felt like that Donald Trump should have went off on the moderators. He should have just stopped and said, you know what? I see what's going on in here. It's 3 versus 1. I see what's going on. She said that he should have just blasted all of them. I would have loved if he would have did that. Just put all of them on blast. I see y'all ganging up on me. I see that it's one-sided. The American people see exactly what's going on here, and I wish he would have did that. But like I said before, let's go ahead and dive straight into it. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. That way you can stay up to date with everything that's going on. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into this. I'm going to show y'all this clip of Megyn Kelly, what she said, and then we're going to jump straight into Kamala Harris's lie. So please stay to the end. I don't want y'all to miss out on none of this. ABC, the moderators are pissed because this right here came out as soon as the debate was over. So let's go ahead and dive straight into it, y'all. Let's go.
Number 2, once it became clear that ABC News was entirely in the tank for Kamala Harris, he should have let them have it both barrels.
Yes.
He should have blasted those two and said, this is 3 against 1. That's fine. That's what the American people expect of the media at this point. I'll do it. I'll take all of you on. I understand exactly what you're doing here. And you're not mad about Donald Trump. You're mad about the supporters of mine at home who won't do what you're telling them to do, who don't see you as the authority figures anymore. And why is that? Because you don't understand that, because you spent a whole debate trying to bring up questions about 2020 and climate change, and one about the economy, one about immigration. Where's the question about the transing of children who are just having a difficult time at home and the cutting off of genitals? Where's the question about inflation being at 9% for much of the Biden administration? Why didn't you bring up the 10.4 million illegals, David Muir? Why are you so focused on my language around 2020 and what I did or did not say to a crowd in a rally that I haven't been charged over, that particular rally? Anyway, he wasn't able to do it, and I think it's because somebody probably told him, don't attack the moderators. And whoever told him that was wrong, because that's part of his brand. It's his bread and butter. It's actually why, in part, people fell in love with Trump. Republicans and right-minded independents hate the media, and that was yet another opportunity lost.
Now, as y'all can see, that's exactly what Megyn Kelly had to say. And I said the same thing to myself. I wish he would have did that. That would have been a historic moment if he would have said, okay, I see y'all ganging up on me. It's 3 versus 1. And that's exactly what he should have did. But sometimes when you in that moment, you might not be thinking like that because they attacking you. She attacking you. She got this dumb smirk on her face. The moderators, they biased. They giving you follow-up questions. They kind of was helping Kamala Harris. That's what we were saying. That was helping her all night. So Donald Trump couldn't really attack her the way he wanted to because he kept having to defend himself, especially with the stuff that Kamala was saying and the stuff that the moderator was saying. So it's just crazy. But let's get straight into this video by the Officer Tatum, where Kamala Harris, I mean, every single lie she told. There's no way anybody can defend this crap. Nobody can defend this. Let's go.
Gentlemen, I had to do it. I don't need to talk much. Let's put it on display. At the debate, they talked about gun buyback. I got every lie on here. You can see it at the top of the screen. Gun buyback. I'm going to let it roll. Roll the film.
Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff.
Okay. The moderator didn't fact check her. So we did.
I do believe that we need to do buybacks. I support buybacks.
How mandatory is your gun buyback program?
It's mandatory.
We want to ban assault weapons. We need an assault weapons ban.
We need reasonable gun safety laws in this country, starting with universal background checks and a renewal of the assault weapon ban. I'm also in favor of the assault weapons ban, of universal background checks, red flag laws. Congress needs to have the courage to act and renew the assault weapons ban. So it's clear that we must renew the assault weapons ban. Let's have an assault weapons ban. We need an assault weapons ban. Demanding, as we all do, red flag laws, universal background checks, and a renewal of the assault weapons ban. We're saying we need reasonable gun safety laws, including universal background checks, and to your point, Chris, a renewal of the assault weapons ban. It's just the right thing to do, but we still need an assault weapons ban. And yeah, I am radical. I do believe that we need to get radical about what we are doing and take it seriously. Decisions is my values have not changed. Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side.
And you had some very bad people in that group. But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides. You had people in that group, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists, okay? And the Supreme Court had great courage in doing it. And I give tremendous credit to those 6 justices.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born. Madam Vice President, I want to get your response to President Trump.
No exception. There was a very contentious committee hearing yesterday when Fairfax County.
And this is when Donald Trump was talking about the former governor. This is him talking about abortion after birth.
Will she allow abortion in the 8th month, 9th month, 7th month?
Come on.
Okay, would you do that? Why don't you ask her that question?
Why don't you answer the question? Would you
because
veto?
Under Roe v. Wade,
answer the question, would you veto?
You could do abortions in the 7th month, the 8th month, the 9th month, and probably after birth. Just look at the former governor of Virginia. The governor of Virginia said we put the baby aside and then we determine what we want to do with the baby.
Delegate Kathy Tran made her case for lifting restrictions on 3rd trimester abortions, as well as other restrictions now in place. And she was pressed by a Republican delegate about whether her bill would permit an abortion even as a woman is essentially dilating, ready to give birth. And she answered that it would permit an abortion at that stage of labor. Do you support her measure and explain her answer?
Yeah, and I wasn't there, Julie, and I certainly can't speak for Delegate Tran, but I would tell you first thing I would say, this is why decisions such as this should be made by providers, physicians, and the mothers and fathers that are involved. There are, when we talk about 3rd trimester abortions, these are done with the consent of obviously the mother, with the consent of the physicians, more than one physician, by the way. And it's done in cases where there may be severe deformities. There may be a fetus that's non-viable. So in this particular example, if a mother is in labor, I can tell you exactly what would happen. The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mother. So I think this was really blown out of proportion. But again, we want the government not to be involved in these types of decisions. We want the decision to be made by the mothers and their providers. And this is why, Julie, that legislators, most of whom are men, by the way, shouldn't be telling a woman what she should and shouldn't be doing with her body.
And do you think multiple physicians should have to weigh in, as is currently required? She's trying to lift that requirement.
Well, I think it's always good to get a second opinion, and for at least two providers to be involved in that decision, because these decisions shouldn't be taken lightly. And so, I would certainly support more than one provider.
All right, let's go back to the phones now for the governor. We're going to talk now with Mike, who's calling.
We're going to call the abortion facility, and I'm going to tell them I'm pregnant with a 32-week fetus, as you say. Hi, I just turned 32 weeks pregnant. Am I able to come in for an abortion ASAP?
I wouldn't be able to see you for the week of the 23rd, so that would put you at 34 weeks.
Can I still have an abortion at 34 weeks?
Yes, ma'am. I just have to do an intake. So do you have about 5 minutes?
Sure, I have 5 minutes. Yeah, I just found out that she could have Down syndrome. I can still have the abortion, right, even though she has Down syndrome?
Yeah, so we just have to do an intake because the doctor...
It doesn't fucking matter. That's late-term abortion, ma'am. That's abortion in the 8th month of pregnancy that's discriminatory based on someone's genetic code. She just confirmed she would commit an abortion on me with my child who's viable and can live outside the womb.
They didn't push back on at all.
None of that.
They came out and said there is no state in the union that allows this. I just showed 2 clips. How can the moderators not fact check this? They actually fact checked the complete lie.
Yep.
Here's another thing. Governor Tim Walz, babies born alive in botched abortions were left to die. Then he removed the reporting requirements. Facts. All right, let's move on to the defund the police.
She was big on defund the police. In Minnesota, she went.
Where do you stand on defund the police?
Look, right. So here's the thing. Defund the police. The issue behind it is that we need to reimagine how we are creating safety.
What?
And when you have many cities that have 1/3 of their entire city budget focused on policing, we know that is not the smart way and the best way or the right way to achieve safety. For too long, the status quo thinking has been you get more safety by putting more cops on the street. Well, that's wrong. And then also, again, what we need to do about demilitarizing our schools.
What?
And taking police officers out of schools.
Take police officers out of schools. Now, I've been letting this play just like the Officer Tato have. Look at all these lies that the ABC moderator let this woman get away with. Lie after lie after lie, no follow-ups at all. And now she wants another debate with Trump. You know why she wants another debate? Because she knows she lost. She was more on the side of why you shouldn't vote for Trump than trying to explain her own policies when the economy was better under Donald Trump. So she want to moderate. Now, I heard Megyn Kelly say this, that if she want to do this again, they ought to let Donald Trump pick his own moderator. He pick one moderator, she pick her moderator. And I'm pretty sure Donald Trump might go with like maybe Jesse Waters, Sean Hannity, Judge Janine. Let Donald Trump pick one of his moderators and she pick a moderator. But I wouldn't even call it like that. I say on Fox News, let Donald Trump pick both moderators because he went against 4. He went to CNN, then he went to ABC. But this woman is just a liar. Let's watch the rest of it. Let's go.
At that point, Donald Trump,
in the bloodbath lie.
There you go.
Candidate, had said in this election there will be a bloodbath if this and the outcome of this election is not to his liking. Oh my
God.
Mexico has taken over a period of 30 years, 34% of the automobile manufacturing business in our country. Think of it. Went to Mexico. China now is building a couple of massive plants where they're going to build the cars in Mexico and they think that they're going to sell those cars into the United States with no tax at the border. Let me tell you something to China. If you're listening, President Xi, and you and I are friends, but He understands the way I deal. Those big monster car manufacturing plants that you're building in Mexico right now, and you think you're going to get that, you're going to not hire Americans, and you're going to sell the cars to us. Now, we're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be.
He's seriously talking about the car manufacturer, and she trying to make it seem like he talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. I mean, that ought to scare voters to death, the way this woman would sit up there and lie. If she's lying about this woman has been running for like almost 2 months now, and she still don't have any policies. Don't have any policies. Even Jake Tapper called her out and said that she dodged every single question ABC asked her. But ABC didn't do any follow-ups on it. The very first question, are we better off now than we was 4 years ago? Well, you know, my upbringing, what do your upbringing have to do with the economy? Is we better off or not? And she went to talking about her upbringing. Every time they asked her a question, she go to talking about her upbringing or her mom. She did it almost on every single question, and ABC let her get away with it. But they had so much to say to Donald Trump.
Be the least of it.
I was at the Capitol.
Which is 100% bloodbath refers to the economy. All you got to do is look up the definition of bloodbath. The moderators knew it, but they didn't say anything.
Nope.
They didn't fact check. Why didn't they do that? Let's do it more. January 6th. This woman claimed that she was there on January 6th. Roll the clip.
On January 6th. I was the vice president-elect. I was also an acting senator. I was there.
Tonight of Kamala Harris. Where were you on January 6th when you were almost hurt or killed by a pipe bomb outside of the DNC? Because you've never spoken of this publicly, and we're kind of confused why you keep implying to people you were at the Capitol when you were not. You were at the Democrat national headquarters there at the DNC in Washington, D.C.
There she go right there leaving.
Video of her leaving the Capitol building before anything happened that day.
Before anything happened, she was leaving.
This video of her leaving the Capitol building before anything happened. How were you there? Fact checkers got this video like we got the video. And they didn't fact check this woman. Project 2025, been debunked 1,000 times. She said it on the debate. The moderators didn't say nothing about it.
You're going to hear tonight is a detailed and dangerous plan called Project 2025 that the former president intends on implementing if he were elected again.
You know, the breaking news is Trump has nothing to do with Project 2025. Sure, a lot of us have worked in the admin and came together, but this started long before he even announced for president.
Verify here.
Nothing to do with Project 2025.
When Donald Trump do his rallies, town halls, interviews, whatever he do you ever hear this man talk about Project 2025 or endorsing Project 20? You never hear Donald Trump talk about no Project 2025. Never. But her goal was to go up here and just spew a whole bunch of lies and make dumb faces. It really made her look weird. I can guarantee you somebody in her family, maybe her sister or somebody, I'm pretty much sure that they told her to start making faces, because since the mics wasn't hot and she couldn't just interrupt Donald Trump every time he started speaking, that's why she kept doing them faces like this, rolling her eyes. That is just stupid. The man, if you look at Donald Trump, didn't even look at her. Like when Donald Trump was talking, he was just like pointed like that, but he didn't even look her way. That man was focused on telling us his ideas and what he's going to do. Of course, he was on the defense because he got 3 people attacking him. What else do you want him to do? Yes, was that Donald Trump's best debate? Probably not. But it was mainly because the ABC, the moderators, was biased. And they was giving him follow-up questions on bull crap and taking him off where he really wanted to say. He really wanted to talk about, his ideas of what he's going to do for the economy, but then he had to kind of leave away from it because he keep having to answer questions about them asking about J6. They asking about J6. Why is you questioning her skin complexion? Like stuff that don't even matter. That's the reason he had to go another opposite way. And a lot of people saying, oh, that wasn't Donald Trump's best debate. No, it wasn't. Because look where he was in. That didn't happen with Joe Biden. Now, come to find out, I heard Judge Jeanine say something about that. Judge Jeanine said that CNN played it fair because the Democrats wanted Joe Biden gone. They wanted him to do bad. And that's the reason why they wasn't biased against Trump and they were just letting it roll out. But since they want Kamala Harris in there was ABC chance to say, okay, we want Kamala Harris, so let's be biased and let's just try to destroy Donald Trump. That's what Judge Jeanine said. And I agree 100%. That's the reason why it was fair with CNN, because they wanted Joe Biden gone. They knew he was going to do bad if they didn't help him. So, and if this right here was fair and they weren't asking Donald Trump dumb questions about asking him about J6, why is you questioning her skin color when he didn't question her skin color? It was me, even more black people saying, why is she pandering? Why is she talking black? Why is she changing her accent? That wasn't Donald Trump. It was me. It's like, come on. What I'm saying is they was asking him stuff that had nothing to do with anything. So Donald Trump was more on the defense because she kept trying to bringing up Project 2025. She talking about his crowd sizes. She was doing it because she wanted Donald Trump to go down that road, defending his crowd sizes and stuff like that, so he wouldn't attack her on her record. That's what was the whole point. So that's the reason why a lot of people saying that. And I still thought Donald Trump did good. I still feel like he got his word across, which I know he wanted to say more. And I feel like it was some things he left out that I wanted him to say. I wanted him to bring up the Bernie Sanders saying that she's lying to the American people. Go to CNN. Bernie Sanders came out and said that Kamala Harris is lying to get elected. He said it. She's lying. That's why she flip-flopping on policy, because she want to be elected, so she's lying. He said that. And I wanted Donald Trump to bring that up, but he didn't. But he was sidetracked due to the dumb questions and the moderator trying to help Kamala Harris and cutting Donald Trump off every time.
They did not fact check. They got the same video I just seen. All right, let's go with the eating the pet thing. This is a big one.
You bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is
the people on television say my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from
but
television.
But the people
I'm
on television saying their dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Clark County.
This is a police radio communication about a person calling in regarding Haitians eating these animals. Listen to it.
Communications.
Yes, ma'am. I got a question. This is a non-emergency line, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm sitting here. I'm riding on the trail going to my orientation for my job today, and I see a group of Haitian people. There was about 4 of them. They all had geese in their hand. They got away. I couldn't make out the first 3 of the license plate, but I got the numbers. The last numbers was 9898, and it was a gray Toyota Tacoma they took off on. There was about 4 of them. There was 2 men, 2 women. I couldn't tell the age because I'm in a hurry going to this orientation, so I don't get late.
What direction did they go?
They went up towards the middle of downtown.
Okay, and what path are you on?
Right now, hold on just a second. I'm coming to the intersection of. Give me a second here. It says Water and Warder Street.
Water and Warder. Is that the area
Yes,
you
that's
saw
where I am.
them?
Yes. It was about 2 minutes back behind me. I was trying to get my phone out and trying to make it to this orientation on time. I'm time crunching here. And I saw that. I'm like, yeah, this has got to be reported.
So how many geese did they have?
They each had one. Now, the Toyota Tacoma did look like a newer model.
Is that torque calling it?
All right, so that's a 911 call. Here's a citizen at the city council talking about it.
Running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They flipping cars in the middle of the street. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them. Like, and I don't know how, like, y'all can be comfortable with this. Like, I don't know, like, who's getting paid from this. What did you do?
Here's a video that people are alleging this is one of these migrants in this apartment complex eating an animal, eating a cat right here.
Why'd you kill the cat? Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with it.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You got the people basically right there saying she was eating the cat. And these people, I just don't get it, man. You can tell this right here, but it was biased from the beginning. You can tell that Kamala Harris talked to these people she already knew the questions. And you can tell when she ran out of like what she forgot to talk about, she starts stuttering and just trying to bring up something to attack Donald Trump on. Ain't it funny if y'all go back and watch that? Every time they asked her a question, she'll give 15, 20 seconds of word salad. Then she'll look at Donald Trump and try to explain why he's bad for the economy. Instead of explaining where her policies is going to be. She did it all single night. Because like I said, she did it all night because she knew the ABC moderator was on her side. They wasn't going to fact check her. They probably already told her from the beginning. They wasn't going to fact check her on anything. They were just going to let her spew whatever she want. She know if she come to a fair network. She know if she come to Fox News and you got a Sean Hannity, Judge Jeanine, Jesse Waters, Greg Gutfield, like I said, Laura Ingraham, you know for a fact you ain't finna get away with none of that crap that you just got away with on ABC. They gonna do follow-ups. You gonna answer. You ain't finna do all that word salad because they gonna come right back to it. Okay, Kamala, VP Harris, you just gave us a bunch of BS. So let me ask you this question again. Hopefully you can answer it this time. That's what she's going to get if she come to Fox News. That's what it's gonna be.
Call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased.
And let me be clear, this is not about race. This is about people being given the privilege of coming here from another country and having no respect for our people, our land, or our life's work. People living their life here the way they did in Haiti, angry, stealing, polluting, living in filth.
Now let's talk about fracking.
Harris, in your last run for president, you said you wanted to ban fracking. Now you don't. You wanted mandatory government buyback programs for assault weapons. Now your campaign says you don't. You supported decriminalizing border crossings. Now you're taking a harder line. I know you say that your values have not changed. So then why have so many of your policy positions changed?
So my values have not changed, and I'm going to discuss at least every point that you've made. But in particular, let's talk about fracking because we're here in Pennsylvania. I made that very clear in 2020. I will not ban fracking.
You a lie. That was in 2019. Oh my God. I'm going to say this is what I said earlier. Don't it scare you when somebody like this lie and they know they're lying? Why can't she just explain the reason why she changed up? Why she can't explain the reason why she flip-flopped? She continuing to lie. Donald Trump campaign gonna have to keep them ads going. Put her side by side what she said on that debate stage and put it to what she really said and make a whole big old ad out of it. And I guarantee you for a fact Donald Trump is going to do that. What she said on that debate stage and what she really said back then. I mean, come on. This ought to scare you, especially for somebody who want to run this country, want to be a president, and doing this much lying. Y'all really think that this woman is not going to ban fracking if she get in office? Soon as she get in there, she going to ban it. She won't care. She ain't going to care what the American people have to say because she got 4 years, whether you like it or not. That's the reason why now she's going to keep lying to get your vote, and you got crazy people that's falling for it. They sit up here falling for it. I'm telling you right now, if this woman get elected, she's going to ban fracking. She's going to leave the borders open. Your groceries still going to be high. Right now, she just got to tell you what she want to tell you just so she can be elected. Donald Trump was right. She's going to ban fracking. She already said she was going to do it. So if y'all people sitting up here thinking that this woman is telling the truth, you got another thing coming. You done watched this whole entire video so far, and she's lied. You can tell she lied on every single thing. She lied on Donald Trump, and she lied about her record. And she's going to continue to do it all the way till she thinks she's going to be elected. We got to get Donald Trump in that White House. I'm telling you. It's going to be the worst for you. If she get in there, it's probably going to be worse than what her and Biden already did. It's probably going to be way worse because Biden's still going to be around. Come on, man.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking.
Look at that.
So, yeah, and starting with what we can do on day one around public lands, right? And then there has to be legislation. But yes, and this is something I've taken on in California. I have a history of working on this issue. And
look at this. In California, she got a history on working on banning fracking. This is what she said. You know what Fox News need to do? If she accept that debate, what they need to do is every time they ask her a question and she lie about it and say she didn't do it, they need to play the video on screen in front of the millions of people of her saying what she said. And be like, okay, Ms. Harris, you said you didn't do it? Check this video right here out. Let the video play. Ms. Harris, what you think about what you just said right there? That's what they need to do. Every time she tell a lie, they need to play a clip of what she said and let it play and look back at her and say, well, who is this? Is your sister or that's a twin? Or who is that? And let's see what her answer is going to be. That's what they need to do.
To your point, we have to just acknowledge that the residual impact of fracking is enormous in terms of the impact on the health and safety of communities. Yeah, so thank you.
So would you ban offshore drilling?
Yes, and I've, again, worked on that.
Just straight lying, man.
They didn't fact check none of this.
None of it.
They let this go on and on and on and on.
None of it.
And it's just 9 of them. I'm sure there's a ton more. It was a travesty to watch people that claim to moderate for the American people, and they could not be honest to save their lives. I just show all the lies, and I may just upload this as a video. You can just share it without me even doing commentary. But they just posted, they just told complete lies. Donald Trump was right about tons of things, and they did not verify or fact check it. And the things that they fact checked, they were wrong about.
Yep.
The city mayor, the city manager says that there's no credible reports. I just showed a phone call, a 911 call. A person is in the city and a video of somebody eating a cat that they were a body camera.
His own body camera.
What are you talking about? The good people on both sides think Ben debunked. Snopes debunked it.
Yep.
I played you what Donald Trump actually said. The video been out for, 10 years now. It can't have been 10 years, but it's been out for a while. What do you want to say, fracking? She just said she worked on it in California. They got this video like we got the video.
And send up
but
there,
you know what
lie.
they did? They prepared the debate with her team.
They did.
And they looked up everything that Donald Trump would have said, and they got a fact check against him. They didn't fact check nothing that she said. They didn't fact check nothing that Joe Biden said in the last debate that was debunked. The bloodbath, everything. They let her just say everything. And so people like me and others have to come out and make these videos.
Yep.
Try to throw these things together real quick to prove that these people are fraudulent. Now, in my next video, I'm going to show specifically why the moderators were biased. I'm going to show what they said. I'm going to show their clear bias. And even Dr. Phil brought an expert on to show and prove of their body language and their bias against Donald Trump. If Stevie Wonder concede this was a sham. And I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't give her the questions ahead of time and prepare with her campaign for this debate to go her way.
I believe they did that.
It's no way in the world they just didn't fact check anything. There's no way in the world that they didn't talk about the assassination attempt. There's no way in the world that this was a legitimate debate and they dropped the ball so hard on one side.
Yep.
Anyway, share this with your friends.
Shout out to the Officer Tatum, man. Like I said, I'm glad he did put these clips together because, like I said, I heard him say that more people need to see this. So, like, reacting to it, getting it out to more people, they need to see this because this woman is a liar, man. And she's going to continue to do it if we don't get these videos out because ABC don't want you to see this. CNN don't want you to see this. MSNBC don't want you to see this. None of them want you to see this. So we have to make these videos and get it out to people so they can see what's really going on. This woman is a liar. She's going to ban fracking. There's no way I can see Pennsylvania voting for this woman. There's no way. Donald Trump should win Pennsylvania in a landslide. This woman wants to ban fracking, and she said she's been working on it in California on trying to ban it. So all of a sudden now, I'm not going to ban fracking. She's a liar. You just seen it. Just straight lying to the American people. All she had to do is say, well, yes, I did say I was going to ban fracking, but, I changed my mind on it. I felt like it was going to be a bad thing to do. That's all she got to say. But she won't say that. She's just going to keep saying, well, I never said it. I'm not going to ban fracking. I'm not going to ban it. It's just the lies. But like I said, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this. Thank you all for watching. I understand it was a long video, but, man, I'm willing to do this regardless of how long the video is going to be to get the message out to more people so they can see that this woman is a fraud. Let's vote for Donald J. Trump so we can make America great again. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.